Hello, hello, and welcome to your session with me today. My name is Charlotte Tooth from TRX UK, and today I'm taking you through a beginner strength workout that's 30 minutes long. Today we'll go through a warm-up, and then there's 3 blocks of work. Each block we do twice, okay? So double A, double B, double C, okay? We'll then go for a lovely stretch and get you finished, ready and set to go with your day. All you need today is your straps, and today we're gonna set up the straps at mid-height to start, and then you'll also need your mat. Remember, mid-height is when these yellow pull tabs are right up, right in line with the mid mark. All right, today I will do the timer for you so you don't have to think about it. And I hope that from the end of today's session, you will actually find the ability to navigate around the straps, but also gain some confidence in doing the exercises that I show you. I've made the workout repetitive so that you do the blocks twice, so that you can learn and be confident with what you do and take away lots of nuggets of information for your workouts to come. All right, so let me get the timer sorted. We are just about to start with our warm-up. So bring yourself up to standing if you're not already. And we're gonna go for a squat with an arm circle just to warm up the hips and the shoulders. So nice wide legs. We're gonna sit back and down into a squat, reach the arms forward. Then as you stand up, circle the arms up and back. So it goes squat, arms forward, stand up, circle the arms back. And as I circle the arms back, I want to try to keep the biceps as close to the ears as possible. So then you get a deeper workout and deeper stretch for those shoulders. And as I'm squatting, I'm pushing my knees out to the side, dropping the hips back and down, and essentially you're just mimicking sitting on a chair. Yeah? You want to sit on the chair really tentatively, so not sit back too excitedly, right? All right, rest there, guys. Come to the front of your mat. Drop your right knee to the floor and put your hands on the inside of your left leg. We're going to inhale to reach the left arm up, so you're twisting towards the front leg. And exhale to tap the left elbow as close to the floor as you can. It might not touch. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left elbow down. So the right arm is important here because that's the one that gives me the push to rotate round. And then the left elbow is the one that's moving and helping me rotate. All right, team, keep pushing through that right arm. We'll go straight onto the second side in about 10 seconds. Oh, there's a dinger. All right, switch. So come to kneeling. Right foot steps forward, make sure the foot is flat and not too close to you. Have it forward, press the hip bones forward, put your hands on the inside of the right leg. That's what's important. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, drop the right elbow to the floor. So again, just moving between the two positions, feeling the hips press forward, not reach back like this. Lovely, team. Opening the chest. And you want to feel that you're getting a stretch through the muscles of your back and your spine, but also through your hip as well. So your left hip should be getting a nice opening. All right, team, rest there. So listen, this first block, we're gonna stay on the floor and we're gonna use body weight only. We're not gonna use the straps. Now, it's all focused around your planks and side planks. If at any point it gets too much, I'll show the modifications, but try to stick with me if you can, okay? So first exercise is just your static plank. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. All right, so get yourself ready. I'll show you some good techniques to set up. Spread your fingers wide as if you're about to grab the floor, and then place them underneath your shoulders. You want your elbow creases pointing forward and then your shoulders on top of your wrist bones, so you're vertically aligned. Once you're there, keep this in position. Step one leg back, step the other leg back, and just simply hold. Now, this is an upper body focused workout today, and this is a very important move here you're holding. This is the foundation of all the movement that you'll do today. So let's check we're in a straight line. Most people like to lift their butt too high. Keep the butt just in line or slightly below your shoulders. And then create tension through your body. Squeezing your butt, pushing the heels away and pushing the floor away like the mat is trying to float from underneath your hands. And deep breaths here to help you, because when you hold your breath, everything feels harder, right? Oh, rest there. Guys, turn onto your side, come onto your right elbow. I'll be mirroring you. Go ahead and bend your bottom knee and extend your top leg. Stack your hips and put your bottom elbow underneath your shoulder joint. Push the floor away as hard as you can and lift your hips up. Nice. Now option 1 is to stay here if this is already challenging enough, because it is pretty tough. Option 2 is to take the top leg off and then come down and bring everything to the floor, hip and leg. Everything up, everything down. I don't want to go up and away from my arm. I want to stay on top of my arm. So I'm thinking of squeezing my right elbow into my armpit, like I'm playing the bagpipes, or squeezing an orange under my armpit. And if I feel any neck tension, I can turn my head towards the floor. And this is a great setup for your session today. We're getting all the core muscles working. Oh, all right, switch sides. So you're on your left forearm, put your palm down, have a wider base of support, bend your bottom leg and extend your top leg, stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders. When you're ready, you could just lift up and hold. This is a great option. Or you go hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up. And what you'll feel here is that the muscles of the shoulder, this left shoulder, are working very hard, but equally you're getting your core and you're getting the muscles of your hips. Now, if it feels too heavy or if it's too much, remember you can just hold it at the top, just a few seconds, take a breather and come back in. Wherever you're at is good enough today. We just need to start from somewhere, right? And build up. And we're not moving away from the arm. Stay on top of it, pin it to the ground. That's your roots. Oh, all right team, rest there. So, got 20 seconds breather and we're gonna do it all over again. If you found any of those exercises too much, I'll give you a few more modifications this time, but otherwise, without further ado, we go again. So, hands directly under your shoulders, elbow creases forward, shoulders on top of your wrists. Now remember, you can walk back, so you've got beautiful straight legs, or you can modify on your elbows and knees. But don't forget, we don't want our knees too close, that we're in all fours. We want the knees back, so we're in a nice straight line. Now this might be very challenging for you today, and if it is, that's perfect. Stay there, keep squeezing all the core muscles and the butt. Otherwise, get to your full plank. And this is super tough, it's very challenging. You've got 10 seconds. Eyes up, try not to look too far down to the floor. About a meter in front of you is usually good. Rest, all right. Side plank once more. Right forearm, push it down, the whole of the forearm. Bend the bottom leg, straighten the top leg, and think about squeezing oranges under your armpit. Once you're ready, we start to go. All right, team. Squeeze up, pull down. Squeeze up, pull down. As you can feel, when you're up in the air, that's when the work is happening. So spend more time in the air than you do on the floor. If this is like the first time you've ever done a plank, congratulations. You joined the plank club. It's a tough one. So if you need to just shake it off, roll it out and come back in, you can, yeah? This is a great option for those of you that are just learning how to engage the core, which muscles you need to use. Stick with it, guys, nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides, well done. Left forearm to the ground. Bend the bottom leg, straighten the top leg. It's a lovely feeling, long legs, stack your hips. Push the floor away. Lift as far away from the floor as you can. And when you're ready, here we go, hips up. Squeeze that top leg up. You can stay still or you can move down and up. Now, a lot of people say to me, oh, this is quite intense on my elbow. You can always create more padding with your mat by rolling it over. Or check that you're not just blading the floor with your elbow. You want to put the hand down as well. There should be weight in your wrist and your hand as well when you're doing this. And you're going to feel the hips, of course. Oh, hello. You're going to feel all the muscles down your side. And obviously you're going to feel that shoulder as well. Being attacked by the wind today. So, have a little breather, take a sip of water and bring yourself up to standing. So remember how I said earlier we need our straps at mid-length? In case you missed that, pull tabs at the mid-mark. If you know that you have particularly long arms, you might need to put the straps a little bit longer, okay? For most people, it should be fine. I'm trying to make it work for a couple of different exercises. All right, so block B is now using the straps, utilizing them a whole lot more for your row, for your chest fly, and for your bodyweight push-up. We're gonna be on the floor, okay? So, bring yourself down to face towards the anchor point. And from here, grab a hold of your handles. There we go. You're gonna stand facing towards the anchor point, toes pointing straight forward, and squeeze your elbows into your rib cage with your hands right next to your armpits. Okay, then walk your feet forward to create a bit of an incline, flexing your feet. Yeah, now this is a start position of a row. You always wanna start from here. Eyes up, chest up, and core muscles tight. I tend to stick my bottom out, so don't forget to push your hips forward. Now from here, we extend the arms with control, and we bend and we squeeze back in. Extend the arms with control, bend, squeeze back in. So as we did on the first round, we have 40 seconds on, we have 20 seconds break. Now, if you're struggling with this, all you have to do is walk your feet back a little bit and you will feel lighter. It's like magic. If you want to go heavier, you just walk your feet closer to the anchor point, but keep the tension on the straps. Eyes up, chest open. Palms are facing in, shoulders are backing down. All right, team, rest there. So next one is your lunge and chest fly. You'll have to turn to face away from the anchor point. Hold on to the handles with your palms facing in as if you're going to clap your hands together and come up onto your tiptoes. Now I'm quite close to the anchor, so my hands kind of start below my shoulders. I step out into a front lunge, my arms widen like I'm going to give someone a hug. And then I squeeze my arms together like I'm closing two double doors. And I try and do it from my arms and not from my right leg, yeah? Left leg forward, step into a lunge, and then squeeze your arms together. Right leg forward, squeeze your arms together. If I do too much with my leg, then I'm gonna feel less work in my arms. So I almost want my leg to do nothing here, and it's the arms that help to get me off the floor. And look, each time, I'm coming back up onto my tiptoes. Tiptoes, front foot flat. Tiptoes, and rest there, team, well done. All right, last one, as promised, is just body weight, push-up position, and the setup is exactly where we started earlier in our plank. So hands under the shoulders, and then just a little bit wider. If you start with your shoulders on top of your wrists, and then move your knees back, so you can create a diagonal line. So I've not moved my whole body back, just my knees. I'm gonna bend the elbows, come down as low as feels good, and then push, lift back up without sticking my bum out. So squeeze the butt and tuck the tail under. Now, don't worry if you're not getting to the floor, you might be coming just a couple of inches down and up, that's also fine, yeah? As you do these exercises, these videos a lot more, you will get stronger. Then of course, if it's not challenging enough, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, and you've got full form push-ups. All right, rest there. Okay, take 20 seconds, and then we're gonna do all of it all over again, okay? So you got your row, your chest fly, and your bodyweight push-up. So set up your row how we did before. Slowly bring yourself in, holding the handles, palms facing together, elbows to ribs, hands to armpits, feet flex. Here we go. Fully extend your arms, eyes up. Bend your elbows, squeeze your body up towards the straps. Slowly out, slowly in. Now we want our body to be like a surfboard, so nothing concertinaed, okay? So no sticky out butt or chest, everything's zipped up at the back and everything's knitted together at the front. And this is the basis of all exercises we're doing, right? We want to be able to engage our core. All right, team. Stand facing away from the anchor point. Next one is that lunge to chest fly. Remember that lunge position? It's always front foot flat, back heel lifted, yeah? Palms are facing in, heels are high. walk your feet back. Okay, let's start to go. Right leg forward, open the arms, and then it's like a big squeeze. Give someone a hug. Squeeze. Open, squeeze. And I'll just show you from the front so you can see. There's a small bend in my elbows, but I'm still keeping the palms facing together. Yeah, and you'll know you're doing it right because these muscles at the front of your chest and your shoulders will start to say hello. Squeeze together, push the arms away. Now, like I said, if you have got quite long arms, you will need slightly longer straps, but for most people, this will feel good. One flat foot, 2 high heels. Oh, all right, team, well done. Last set of push-ups. So when you're ready, oh, hello, onto your knees. I really am being attacked by the wind today. Hands nice and wide, shoulders over. Knees can be down as long as your butt's not in the air. See here, my butt comes down as my knees go back. Okay, bend the elbows, chest to floor if you can. Push back up. Bend the elbows, push back up. And I'll just show you from the front, when I bend my elbows, they're not sort of flying up. I want them pointing down to sort of 4 o'clock and sort of 8 o'clock if you're facing towards a clock face. 4 and 8 o'clock if you can. And then of course, if you want to make it more challenging, go ahead. See if you can straighten your legs. Eyes up, try not to drop the chin. Oh, and rest there, team. Well done, all right. That's block A done, that's block B done, and we just need to do block C, all right? So, block C, a little bit more challenging, slightly more technical work. For this, you're gonna take your straps into a longer position. So if you pull the metal buckles so they're horizontal to the ground, and then yank down so the straps are pretty much as long as they could be. Yeah, we're just doing that because our arm span is quite wide in this next one, and we're going to need to be able to separate the straps. If they're too short, we'll get stuck in our own shoulders. Yeah, so this next one's a Y raise. Again, it's 3 exercises, the same format as we've done before. Hold on to your handles facing towards the anchor point. Put one leg forward and the other foot back, doesn't matter which one, and make sure that the back heel is off the ground. Now just walk forward until your arms come up to a sort of Y position above your head, and make sure your palms are facing towards the anchor. You'll then lower down with straight arms with control, and your body will lean back, and then you'll pull up with straight arms, keeping tension on the straps, okay? Now if this feels too easy, you just need to walk your feet forward a bit and you'll feel what I'm talking about. I'll show you from the front. I'm going from here and I'm going up to a V position without bending my elbows. There's no bending. All right, team, 20 seconds. And what we've done here with our feet is called offset foot position. It just means one behind the other to give additional support. So when I'm at the back here, I can use my back foot to assist if I need. All right, team, rest there. Turn to face away from the anchor point. Make sure you're really in line with it. You're not off to one side. We're coming into triceps. So have your handles out, sort of forehead height. Pop up onto your heels and give me wide legs so you can balance. From here, tuck your tailbone and push your hips forward so you're leaning into the straps. And then simply bend your knuckles to your forehead and extend your arms straight without losing your vertical alignment. Yeah, so your hips are not breaking forward or back. And you're just going to simply bend your elbows, extend your elbows. Bend your elbows, extend. And you'll notice my hips are going with me. My whole body weight is on my triceps here. I'll just show you from the front. Knuckles to forehead, extend. Yeah, all right. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely, team. All right. So the next one is your back extension. You don't need the straps. Come to the floor, and it looks like we're going to do that plank position, but we're not. Lie yourself down on your tummy with your legs as wide as your mat and your hands just either side of your hip bones. We're going to try and extend our back and pull our body away from the floor squeezing the arms up as if someone's giving us a high 10 behind us. Now you won't be able to go that high if you're quite new to this. Keep the chin tucked into the chest and then gently relax back down without touching the floor. So come up, engage, come down and hover. Up and engage, down and hover. Now it's quite common for people to be stronger in the core than they are in their back, creating a lot of imbalances between the front and the back of the body. And that can represent itself as a sort of rounded upper back or sort of slightly hunchback posture. All right, rest there, team. We're going to finish that block C off, so everything one more time. Remember, the first one is the Y raise. If you found it quite easy, we're going to change the foot position. Remember, your elbows do not bend. They go straight from out in front of you, and then they go all the way up to a V position, okay? So holding on towards your anchor points, towards your handles, facing towards the anchor point. From here, you can offset your feet 1 foot behind and just walk in so that you create a lovely V above your head. Extend out, pull up. If you want to try both feet flat on the floor, feel free. You'll notice immediately that it's heavier with both feet in line. So if you need to walk back a bit and deload, feel free. Your elbows never bend. Yes, team. All right. Triceps coming up. So you know now that you're getting towards the end of the workout, so if you've got anything left in the tank, just start to push yourself on these exercises a bit more. Facing away from the anchor, legs a little bit closer this time, hip width apart, and hands in line with your forehead. We bend knuckles to forehead and extend. It's only your elbows bending and extending. Nothing else in your body is changing position. Knuckles to forehead, extend. Now, if you haven't worked it out yet, the handles on your TRX straps, they rotate. So you never need to put your wrists in awkward positions, because you know, like when you rev a motorbike, this is what the handles do, okay? You got 10 seconds. Alrighty, team, rest there. Last exercise of this block is your back extension. So come to the floor again, lie down on your tummy, and you might feel a bit, the triceps are burning already before we even do the back extension. Good fun. Arms behind you, legs long. Keep the legs on the ground, please, and you're gonna lift your chest up, arms up like you're getting a high 10, and gently come to a hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. When we slow things down like this, we have more chance of feeling what's going on, connecting our mind to muscle. If we're flailing around, going quick, throwing ourselves around our living rooms, we might not have the chance to figure out what feels right and what looks right. Alrighty, team, rest there. Just take a quick stretch, sit back on your heels. Listen, we've got one final push today. This is your finisher. It's 3 lots of 30 seconds, okay? So 30 seconds on, 10 seconds break, and you'll do this 3 times all together. All right? Have a look at the exercise, see what you think. Oh, hello, pause that. So the exercise is shoulder tap. So it's how we started our session. Do you remember this plank position? Yeah, wrists on top of shoulders, legs straight. However, we're going to challenge it by taking one hand off the ground and tapping the opposite shoulder. Tapping the opposite shoulder. Yeah, and we're doing this without too much movement through the hips. Okay, if it's too much, bring your knees down. This is a great option. You have this 3 times, 30 seconds each time. This is your finisher, this is your full stop, your exclamation mark, and this is where the fireworks begin, all right? By fireworks, I mean deep core engagement. Okay, team, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice wide legs, wrists on top of shoulders, tap, drop, tap, drop, tap, drop. So I've been on and on at you, nagging your technique the whole way through. Don't let me down on this last bit and keep that technique up. When you're technical, you have the ability to figure things out quicker and to get to the right muscles quicker. You got 5 seconds, team. 3, 2, 1. All right, 10 seconds break, then we go again. If it's getting too much, please remember, you can always come to your knees. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tap, drop, tap, drop. Now, when you get tired, you'll start doing this. People always do it. They put their hands too far forward and their bum cheeks are up in the air. Don't do it. Get your weight forward over your hands and then give me the taps. Here it is, team, last 5 seconds. You can hear in my voice how challenging this is. Whoa, 10 seconds break. Last round coming up. It's getting tough now because the shoulders are working very hard to create that push action and the core's working hard. Oh, here we go. Time is on. If it's getting easy for you and you're like, Charlotte, I can do this, check that your hips are actually still and see if you could bring your feet a little bit closer together. We're on our last 15 seconds. Oh, this is feeling spicy now. My bum cheeks are wanting to move like a cheeky salsa. I'm not gonna do it. Shh. Gotta keep being strict with yourself. Oh, wow. Rest, team. What an ending. I could feel then my shoulders, biceps, triceps working isometrically. Of course, my back muscles were burning as well. Incredible. All right, team. Oh, let's come into a stretch. So stand yourselves up. If you've got the space, keep the straps long, but otherwise just shorten them to mid height here. Stand facing away from the anchor. Chest stretch, take your arms to a W and just walk your legs forward until you feel a gorgeous stretch for your chest. If you don't feel it, it's because you've relaxed your arms too low. Keep your hands above your elbows and your elbows pointing down. Oh. And you can wiggle, you can side bend, whatever you need. I think an isometric hold is great for me today. All right, team, rest there. Next stretch is going to be a hang. So stand facing towards the anchor point, hold on to the handles with your hands about shoulder height. So you need to walk back a bit and then drop your hips back so that you end up diving through the window of your arms. And then let your shoulders sort of hang by your ears like a monkey and just start to bend one leg, bend the other leg and see what movements that invites into your body. You know when you excitedly ask a question and you put your hand up, that's the feeling that you want with your shoulders, right up to your ears in a hang. Like a monkey. All right, team, let go of the straps. We've got one last stretch here. If you interlace your fingers behind your back, try to get your fingers all the way engaged and locked and then pull your arms back behind you, opening the chest. If you're really tight and you can't get your hands together, you might just want to hold on to the straps and walk forward again. But this time we're not in a W with the elbows down, we've got our hands down low, yeah? And just hold that stretch. It's fantastic. You can lift it up, you can push your chest out, you can add a little twist, whatever you need. All right, team, rest there. Relax the arms. How do you feel? That was incredible, right? So we did that warm up, we did 3 blocks. We really focused on engaging the whole body whilst doing our upper body work. I hope you feel more comfortable with your upper body technique and how to navigate yourself around the straps. Of course, remember this was a beginner focused workout. If you have any questions, any feedback, drop me a message. My name is Charlotte and you can find me on Instagram at Charlotte_Tooth. Have a beautiful, beautiful day and thank you so much for working so hard. Guys, I'll see you on the next one.